Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Ruth Apparel. In this tutorial, I'll be showing you how to make this trending bridal hand fan. And if this is what you're interested in learning, keep watching and don't forget to like this video, subscribe and turn on your notification bell. So these are the material I'll be using for this tutorial. So we'll be using our lace, you can use the plain fabric, and our net. This is our net. I also have bias, you can also use the shiny one if you have. Then we have our crepe, you can also use the satin if you have. Then we'll be also using our candle gum, our boning. These are originally bone. You can also use the plastic one or the other iron that they use. I don't know what they call it. Then your carton, you'll be needing your gum to glue it. So first thing we're going to do is to cut out the amount of boning that we need for this hand fan. So you can cut yours depending on how wide you want your hand fan to be. So for mine here, I'll be using about 18 inches. So I'll go ahead and fold it this way to see how round it's going to be before cutting. So if you are using about 3 circles or more than or just 2 circles, so you'll be cutting out the 18 inches times how many circle you want to use. I hope you understand. So mine here, I'll be working with just 3 circles. So I'll go ahead and cut out the boning into 3, 18 inches into 3. So after cutting it out, the next thing I'll be doing is to use my bias tape to tape this boning round to cover up this bone. So just watch what I'm doing. I'll go ahead and use the bias tape. Remember I said you can also use the shiny one. You can also use a piece of fabric. I think it will still work. So just cut it out about 1 inch long, wide. Then you can cut any length that you want. Just use it to wrap your bone in this way. Just watch and see what I'm doing. As you're wrapping it, just make sure that it's firm. Right? So just make sure that the bias is firmly wrapped on the boning or on the iron you are going to use, depending on what you are using. So once you get to the ending part here, so you just cut it out, then use your masking tape to secure it. You can also use your hand needle to secure that part, but mine here, I just use my masking tape to hold it down so it won't lose. So after doing that, I'll be doing the same thing on the 3 boning that I cut out. Then I'll now use my masking tape to hold it to form a circle. I hope you understand. Just place one on top the other and just firmly use your masking tape to secure it round. So that way it won't move. Are you seeing? So I'll be doing this for all the 3. Then after that, the next step we are going to take is to use our net. Remember we are using net for this tutorial. We'll wrap our net like this. Are you seeing? To form that design that you're seeing. So for you to just make it easy, just place your hand on the edge like this. Then use your other hand to gently use it to gather the net to one side of the boning. So you can also use it to just cover up where that masking tape is. I think that's okay. Then once it's firm, make sure it's not too tight or it's not too loose. So it needs to be firm. Then you use your thread. Make sure you roll about 4 threads. Then use it to tie it up like this. As you're tying it, just make sure you use your other hand to make sure that what you're tying is firm. So that way you don't end up getting a loose net. It won't sit well after you're done. So after you're done with that, just make sure to secure it properly. Then you cut it out neatly. So I'll be repeating this step for all the 3. I'll be doing the same thing. So just watch and see what I'm doing. So you just use one of your hands to form a gather on one side. Are you seeing? Just make sure that it's firm. Just use one of your hands to hold it by the edge, the other side. Then you just use the other hand to form a gather on one side. I hope you understand. So after you're done with that, just make sure that it's firm and your gathers are arranging properly. Then you use your thread to just tie it. Make sure you don't tie it too firm or too loose. Just make sure that it's sitting well before you tie. So the boning I use for this is not that strong. So you can decide to use a plastic boning for yours. So I just use it for this tutorial, though it's not that bad. So make sure you secure it properly. So I'll be doing that for all the three. So after wrapping the three circles, this is what it looks like. I'll now go ahead and arrange it. So you can make yours straight or you just curve your own. So depending on what you want to achieve, just you can do that here, arrange it. Then the next step is for us to use our hand needle to tack the circles together. So just watch what I'm doing. So I'll just pick the first two. After arranging it, then I'll go ahead and tack. Use my hand needle to hold the two together like this. So while doing this, make sure that you are arranging it properly to give you the shape that you want or the design that you are working with. Are you seeing? So I'm making sure that the third one is on the same line with the other one. Then I'll go ahead and stitch the two together. And make sure you're using the matching thread while doing this. So after holding all the circles together, this is what it will be looking like. Then next step is also form the handle. So I'll be using the wideness of 7 inches and the length I'll be using 4 inches. Then the next thing I'll do is to go ahead and mark out that figure on the piece of paper, the shape I want. I'll go ahead and mark it out on the piece of paper before cutting it on the carton. So I'll mark out 4 inches, draw a line, then I'll go ahead and mark out the 7 inches for the wideness. We are doing this because we are not forming a circle. So it's not going to be, the circle will not be equal. So that's why I'm drawing it on this paper first. And I'll go ahead and mark out the 4 inches for the handle on both sides. Are you seeing? Then I'll go ahead and connect that marks together. So just watch what I'm doing. So I'll be using my marker to connect that shape. So work with any shape that you like. So this is what I'm using for this tutorial. Then I'll go ahead and cut it out. After cutting it out, I will now show you how it will look like before transferring it on the carton. So this is what it will be looking like. Are you seeing? So the next thing I'll go ahead to do now is to use this pattern. I'll cut it into two, then use it to cut out. Are you seeing my carton? I'll be cutting two sides of this. So after we are done with that, this is what it will be looking like. Then the next thing is to wrap this carton up. So we'll be using our, remember we'll be using our lace fabric and our crepe. But first of all, cut out the crepe, add allowance round it, then go ahead and use my candle gum to gum this. So you can also use any glue of your choice, the one that you have. Then you wrap it up nicely. So you gently arrange it properly with your glue, so that way it will come out very neat. So just do it gently, just watch what I'm doing. So for the candle gum, I use my lighter to just light it up. If you don't have a gun gum, that I'll still be using it in this video. So just watch, you see how I'm carefully arranging this pattern so that it will come out well. So after doing that, I'll go ahead to also place my lace fabric on it and also gum it round. So while doing this part, you need to do it gently and make sure you're arranging it neatly so that the edge will not come out while we are making our fan. So just carefully arrange it the way that it will come out very neat. So this is it after I was done using my glue to gum it. So I'll be doing it for the two papers. Then this is what it will be looking like after we are done. So I'll now go ahead to use my candle gum to glue it together. But I won't be using it like this. I'll be using my sewing needle to stitch it together. So just watch what I'm going to do now. And after putting my gum, I'll go ahead and hold it together like this, making sure that the edge are neatly arranged. So like I said, after doing this, because if you use only gum, it will not hold it firmly. So that's how we're using my hand needle to go ahead and stitch it round like this. So while stitching it, make sure you're using your matching thread to do this. And while doing it, make sure you're targeting the areas that will hold both the handle and our circle, the circle that we created together. I hope you understand. So just go ahead and stitch it nicely. So after we are done stitching, this is what it looks like. It's looking so fine and neat. I hope you'll be trying this out. But if you don't want to leave it plain like this, you can also go ahead to cover it up with applique if you have. So any applique of your choice, you can add beads, stones or anything, studs,